Hello.
Hi.
Alright, hello. Yeah, so, I'm Time Travel Reviews, and, this is Angus, also known as Nintendo Gen 64.
Yep.
And, a couple of hours ago, we saw the Amazing Spiderman.
Yep, it's true.
And, if any of this zooms in, it's the cameraman fault, Liam Dacey.
Also known as Comic Mischief 100 is the guy behind the camera.
So, yeah, he loves, he's got nothing better to do than zoom in. But, yeah, so,
Yep.
we actually saw it a few hours ago, but, we really didn't have time to do a review of it.
We actually have, we saw it.
We had time, but
we saw it
I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, we saw it we came out of it about 2:30, 5 hours ago, and we haven't actually talked to one another about it at all.
Yeah, because, like, that was my thing where I'm like, can't talk about it until, like...
The review.
Yeah. Anyway, so, what did we both thought it was pretty good. We knew
good.
that much about it. It's like basically a reboot of the Spider-Man series. Like, they had, Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Throughout the 2000s. That's the, like, the noughties, or whatever you want to call it. And, they decided to reboot it this year, and,
Yes! What I can say is, I think this Spider-Man movie, I can safely say surpasses the first three Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies.
I'll say that, I agree, but they still definitely have some icon to them.
Yeah.
They're definitely they're much more campier than this. This one takes itself much more seriously.
Yeah,
like, the Green Goblin in the first one and in those movies is just, like, camped up to hell.
Yeah, that's true.
But there is something I really do like about the Tobey Maguire movies.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire. Well, I'll say this much. The guy who plays Spider-Man in this downplays Peter Parker a lot more. Like, he plays him more as, like, a realistic kind of...
Yeah, he's much more real than, like, than Tobey Maguire's character.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire plays...
He's a bit of a stereotype, isn't he?
Yeah, Tobey Maguire really, like, hams up the nerdiness.
Yeah. This guy isn't, like... They tried to make him not as much of a nerd. Like, they made him these skates and, like...
Yeah, I'll tell you something else interesting, though. If you look at Spider-Man, the original 3 Spider-Man movies, Tobey Maguire in that, why does he chooses to wear these stupid glasses for no reason, right? They make him look even nerdier. But in this, they give him, like, a reason to wear his trademark glasses, because his father wore them. Because he starts off wearing contact lenses in the movie, right? And then, like, he sees his father's glasses and puts those on. That's why he wears the stupid glasses, because, I mean... It makes it a bit more realistic that way.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice that.
You didn't notice that? I thought that was very clever.
I thought did he just wore glasses because he couldn't see, probably.
Well, no. If you notice, he, like, wears contact lenses for the first, like, few minutes of the movie, and then he puts the glasses on. Like, I think those glasses are pretty stupid, the ones he puts on, but he wears them because they have, like, significance to him.
Does he put that on? Okay, this is a bit of a spoiler, but does he? Oh, it's his father's glasses.
Yes, they're his father's glasses.
Yeah, okay, sorry. I kind of mind blank. Yes, that's what the issue was seeing this like 5 hours ago. But yeah. They kind of, like, it's like the typical, like, nerd in school kind of start where, he gets beaten up and, obviously later on when he gets the superpowers, he, like, beats them up. But, I mean, the start of the movie I found to be kind of slow, like, not bad slow, just kind of a bit slow, and then it really speeds up.
Yeah.
When they get to the part where his uncle dies, it goes so fast.
Yeah.
Like, when he becomes... his uncle dies and he becomes Spider-Man. It's like fast forward. Did you notice that?
Yeah, there's it starts off pretty slowly, where it establishes the characters, the relationships, that kind of thing. And as soon as his uncle dies, what he does is he goes on like a vendetta trying to find...
And then they don't actually like go... They just abandon that after the Green Goblin comes in. They just abandon that bit, don't they? They just abandon...
Lizard.
Yeah, or is it the lizard?
It's not the Green Goblin.
Okay. Well, yeah. See, that's.
Yeah. Well, like
I don't know crap
what
about
happens
comics.
is right. So basically, it's your typical Spider-Man movie origin story. But what happens is the uncle dies. In this, there's like very little like emotion. You see like one scene of his aunt crying.
It's very, very fast. I think that's the thing I like the least about this movie. It's very that bit they just go.
Well, I'll tell you what though. Everyone knows the Spider-Man origin stories. I guess. So
I know this. Like watching, like I've never read the comics. I don't know what the comics are about.
Oh, I have some idea.
For the first like hour of this thing, I thought it was just like a remake of the Tobey Maguire movie, and I actually thought that was actually meant to be the Green Goblin because I don't know crap about
that's
the comics at all.
Oh yeah, another thing I was going to say is, I think the Lizard was intentional. Like they intentionally made him the first villain in this movie because if you watch Spider-Man 3, you see Dr. Connors in it. And he plays like it's like
Is it the same guy?
No. It's a different guy. He's really good though. I have to say that. But the guy who in Spider-Man 3, they have Dr. Connors in there, but he's just your general scientist guy. He's like Peter Parker's science teacher or something. But in this one, he's the villain. So I think they purposely did that because people wanted to see the lizard in a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, but kind of like what's the actor's name that plays Green Goblin?
William Dafoe.
William Dafoe, that's right. Yeah, kind of. He's not as like scary as William Dafoe. And
you feel like somewhat like.
Well, no.
Sympathy for him.
He is like he's entirely out of his will. Like when he he turns into a lizard, and like as soon as he does that, it's a personality change.
Yeah, he gets like psychopathic.
It's nothing to do with like this is how he wants it to be. Yeah. It's just that when he turns into a lizard, his personality changes.
Yeah, it kind of does mirror the first Spider-Man movie where William Dafoe and Norman Osborn, he like they're saying they're gonna shut them down if they don't test it on humans, right? Except in this one, it's like this cross genetic thing that like makes like if you put like I don't know like a lizard into like a rat with 3 arms, the rat will regrow its limb, right? But in the other one, it's like a super strength body spray thing.
I didn't really get it. Like they were saying that like the test kept on failing, but Peter Parker, he walked into the spider place and then the test worked. Like it's just one like it was even an accident. And somehow the test worked.
Oh, yeah, did you notice that? I have to say, like the things they did extremely fast, like the part where he becomes Spider-Man. You know, like actually, like when the spider bites him and that kind of thing. Yeah. The way they did that was very weird as well. Like I thought.
Yeah, I know. Like,
I can't.
Like, I don't like some of it. I don't, and also like the. I mean, it was just really like a lot of it was a very very generic superhero movie. Like there was like him with obviously with the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Even though, I think the girlfriend was a good character though.
Oh yeah, I liked her. Yeah.
Like Mary Jane is that the name? Like,
yeah, in the other one. Yeah.
She's like kind of annoying, and this character Gwen, she's pretty like I wouldn't say dull, but she's not over like a lot of times like they make like characters like this like really like a whiny girl or something, and she's pretty good actually.
Yeah, she's
pretty
good,
real character.
I
also really like the character of her father.
Oh yeah,
he was hilarious. I don't know why, but I found him hilarious. I have no idea why.
I liked him. I was saying this before. Well, this is one thing I did say about it, but J. Jonah Jameson, the guy of the Daily Bugle, isn't actually in this, and I'm not 100% sure if her father is in the comics or anything, but Gwen Stacy's father, the police officer guy, he pretty much replaces J. Jonah Jameson, the guy from Daily Bugle, because if you remember, like, he portrays Spider-Man in his newspapers as, like, this, just as bad as the robbers and that kind of thing.
Yeah. It's like the typical story of where, like, the public hates Spider-Man.
Because, like, the police guy says, it's not, because they don't know the lizard exists at first, it's just rumors that he exists, even though they see him on the bridge, but they think it's all Spider-Man to blame. And
of course, the military never gets. Oh wait, no, it does. It kind of gets involved because it's like a whole lot of
federal police.
Yeah. Well, not. I don't think the military ever get involved though.
No.
Just like the federal police. But yeah, like it's kind of a very generic superhero movie where the science experiment goes wrong and like that. Just like when I saw that thing, what was it called? Like the thing where like it like uses like the chemicals to
Oh, what was that called? Yeah, I can't
it's kind of waved over, but it's going to be in the climax. You know that that's gonna be the difference between life and death. That he's going to use it, and like there's like that computing animation that the guy has, like and it's so like.
This is like so stereotypical of a superhero movie. How I'll tell you what's funny though. They have like iPads and that kind of thing, right? They have like standard, realistic things you would see in today's society, and then he's got this computer thing that he uses to like do like run these simulation test things on like simulated rats and that kind of thing. And it's like this 3-dimensional thing, and like he can like pull off like the thing and have like these like animated things in his hand and put them into the thing. It's so like high-techy and that kind of thing that is kind of.
Well, when I was going to talk about it, is the computer at the end where like it shows that like the gas is gonna
internalize people into rats.
Yeah, and then like you can see it on the animation that like the whole city's gonna like it makes it really really obvious, like just in case anybody comes by this, they're gonna know it.
Yeah.
Sorry, spoilers everyone, but it's like it's not unpredictable.
No,
I won't say it's predictable, but I will say it's not unpredictable.
Yeah. What he's talking about is like there's this part when they go into the sewers because like the lizard guy who's been shunned from society, I guess. Goes into like the sewers and like sets up like a laboratory type deal there, right? And like on this computer, when Peter Parker goes through just before the climax thing, he sees this animation that like it has like this gas thing on top of Oscorp Tower, and like spreads off, and like it has like all these little pictures of like, lizard people like going and spreading around. Like, did he actually take his time out to animate this like thing? So if anyone walked past in the sewers, they could tell what his plan was.
Bit of a Simon Says thing.
Yeah, like it makes no sense anyway.
Yeah, like and like. It's really obvious like who the villain's going to be because there's this guy in black and you know he's like kind of like push the science experiment ahead.
Yeah, you can tell that this isn't the first. So they're going to make at least 2 more movies.
Oh yeah, only because like a lot of things aren't explained. Like as I said earlier, like they kind of like just get rid of the plot about like him trying to track down the guy who killed his Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
And also they like that you don't know what happens to his father and his mother. Like they're just not in the movie. Like he's like kind of like. Tell me where they are, and then like obviously nobody knows.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but I did also really like the music, by the way.
I found it kind of harked back to the old Spider-Man movies.
You can tell that it's James Horner because he uses the same cues in Bicentennial Man.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Those like old like orchestral type deals.
But it looked really good. I didn't like how the lizard looked like.
You didn't.
No.
Oh, yeah, well,
actually... Not in his form. He looked really CGI, like...
Oh,
really...
he didn't look too CGI. I kept... the
it's not too bad, but
the problem I had with the lizard...
not that great.
Every time I saw the lizard, I kept thinking Abomination. He looks exactly like the Abomination from the Incredible Hulk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. You know that scene when they're in the school building, right? And he, like, webs up the lizard and practically catches him in the web. You know that scene? And he says, Gwen Stacy, I'm going to throw you out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, that scene. That, I don't know why, but I got like a flashback from the Incredible Hulk when the Hulk's in like that like narrow corridor thing that's like suspended over the ground. And like they do the same thing there, they all shoot at him from, I don't know, I just found that very similar.
Yeah, well, let me just say the acting is really, really good.
Oh yeah, very good.
I don't know who's the actor who plays Peter Parker.
I'll check that. I think his name's like Andrew Garfield.
But he's really good. His girlfriend, Gwen, the actor plays her, she's really good. I really liked Gwen's father, the character there, but just the acting, the performances are really good in this movie, and that's what makes this movie really good in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I mean,
who was your favorite? Who would you say the best actor was in the movie? Just quick question.
I can't really say, but everyone was good. I thought everyone was good.
I really liked the guy.
It was very easy to take this movie seriously.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Well, not incredibly easy because I don't know if Gwen's father was meant to be played for laughs. But
no, he wasn't. You just laughed for no reason.
I just found him really funny for some reason. Like. Well, maybe I kind of like movies where I can laugh at things which are meant to be taken seriously at the same time. So I don't even know if like.
Okay, I agree with you. Yeah. I really liked the guy who played the lizard. I thought he was
very.
Like, the best part about him was he was, like, very sympathetic. Like,
and he's absolutely not meant to be this villain.
Yeah, you could tell that he, like when he turned into, like, you saw him, like, turning other people into lizards and that kind of thing, and he even, like, has, like, the voices in his head, like, he gets schizophrenic towards, like, the end. You really feel sympathy for this guy, like, oh, you don't want this guy.
Does he have, like an Australian accent when he turns into the lizard? Like, his accent changes.
Yeah, he's supposed to be English, I think, the guy played.
Okay, right.
Or I don't know if Kurt Connors is supposed to be English, but, overall... what would you give this movie out of 10?
I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd probably give it 8.5. Maybe even probably not 9.
I'll give it a 9. I give it a 9. Like, I mean, like the movie, like it has a lot of flaws. Let me just say that it's not, as I said, it's not unpredictable. It's kind of like the same as like Spider-Man 1. Like a lot of it is like just exactly the same plot.
Yeah,
and, like some of it, like it's got pacing issues.
Sorry. One other thing I was gonna say is this is. Jorvan, my friend Jorvan picked up on this.
Yeah.
There's
he was here, but he couldn't do it. Route
there's like this part when he goes into her room the first time, and he climbs up the fire escape, and on her bed, or on her desk next to her bed, is the book Seabiscuit. Now, I don't know if you know this, but Tobey Maguire is in Seabiscuit, the movie.
Oh, okay.
And Tobey Maguire...
Me too. I saw, for some reason, that book really standing out. I don't know why.
Yeah, so it's like a 6 degrees of separation type deal, where you got... Tobey Maguire played in Seabiscuit. The book Seabiscuit was on her bed. In the movie Spider-Man, which Tobey Maguire played in, it's like...
That was like probably an on purpose, like... I wonder what those other books are. They're probably like other adaptations where Tobey Maguire was in or something like that.
I didn't look, but Seabiscuit stood out to me. Yes.
Oh, what was I going to say? But...
Oh, we didn't talk about
That's right, no. Let me just say, like, this movie was like 2 hours and 15 minutes long.
Oh, yeah.
I really wouldn't have minded if this movie was half an hour longer.
I wouldn't have minded.
to go to the toilet.
I wouldn't have minded either if I...
But The pacing, apart from the fact that there's that bit where it goes just
yeah, but we
really
already
fast.
know that though. I'll tell you what I wanted to
Apart
see.
from that.
Actually, no, I'll tell you another thing. I've got lots of things to talk about actually, but another thing. After he goes out looking for the vigilante who killed his not vigilante, the guy who killed his uncle, right? He falls into this room where it's there's a wrestling ring. Now in the first Spider-Man, he wrestles Randy Savage in a wrestling arena. But they replaced the wrestling thing in this with a shop store. And he says, in the wrestling one, when he picks up his money from doing the wrestling match, he says, the guy says to him, "Oh, you didn't pay me all my money." He's like, "Not my problem, right?" In this one, Peter Parker needs 2 cents more to buy chocolate milk, but he doesn't have it. And then the guy says, "Sorry, not my policy." And that's when the guy comes who kills his Uncle Ben. He runs out of the shop, and the guy's like, "Hey, won't you go and chase after him?" He's like, "Not my policy." That's another thing. It really does echo back to Spider-Man 1, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I was kind of surprised that people weren't hating on this movie because of the fact that it obviously is just a way that they can put him in Avengers without reusing Tobey Maguire's series.
I really think that this movie was better than the Avengers. I think.
Yeah, I agree.
This movie it was better than should have been made.
The Avengers was less kind of run of the mill, but it was just generally obviously it was against just aliens, but
yeah.
It was, but obviously there wasn't the girl.
Yeah,
it wasn't the kid getting not. It wasn't. He's not really bullied.
Yeah.
But
Let me just say in this. Okay, well, a quick recap. If anyone really wants to see this movie, let me just say you get invested in pretty much every character.
It's quite an emotional movie.
Yeah, actually. Quite emotional. The plot is purposely all the plots that are tied up well. I mean, the plot points that are
just
tied up.
left unopened, but I didn't mind.
The ones that are left unopened, I'm sure will be answered.
Yeah,
exactly. So I can't complain about that.
Yeah, they're set up well. They're set up well.
Yeah, acting's good, music's good, special effects. I thought they were pretty good.
Yeah.
Interruptions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, overall, good movie.
Yeah, good. I recommend it.
One of the best movies I've seen this year.
Yeah, that's true for me. Well, it would be the best for you because
you've
only seen 3 movies.
True.
Yeah, one of the best I've seen this year too.
Go watch it.
Yeah, go watch it. Is it better than Spider-Man 1? Probably.
It's better. It's better than all of the Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, I like them. I even like Spider-Man 3. But this is probably better than them.
Yeah.
It isn't the best superhero movie ever. It really isn't, and a lot of it is very just.
Oh,
you've seen it before, kind of thing.
Well, let me just say, I'm sure if the same production team stick around for the sequel, it'll be better than this one.
Yeah, but just in general, it's a very good movie.
Yeah,
and
go see it.
And I recommend it to pretty much if you like superhero movies, go see it.
Even if you don't like superhero movies.
Yeah, even if you don't like superhero movies, go see it. It's just a pretty good all around movie. So.
Bye.
Bye-bye.